I want to talk about three movements: the Kettlebell Clean, the Kettlebell Clean and Jerk, and the Kettlebell Snatch. Some of you may not have dumbbells that are quite heavy enough for a single arm snatch, and you want to go a little bit heavier. So I'm going to show you how to do it with a kettlebell as opposed to a dumbbell. All right, our setup is butt down, chest up, like most of our pulls. And I want you to think about, for a Kettlebell Clean, simplify it in your mind. All we're doing is taking something like a backpack or anything with a handle from the floor and throwing it over our shoulder. Okay, everyone's probably picked up a backpack from the floor at some point and just thrown it directly over their shoulder. That's all it is with a kettlebell. From the side, I'll show you the same thing. Butt down, chest is up. We're using our legs to generate power, and then just tucking our elbow and flipping the kettlebell to the outside of the body. Okay, we can do it with both arms. Notice the kettlebell stays underneath the knees, between the feet, and all we're doing is standing with the legs and tucking the elbow so that the kettlebell flips to the outside of our body. Okay? That's a Kettlebell Clean. Taking it from the floor, popping it up, tucking the elbow, and letting it fall to the outside of the shoulder. Now when we do it with a jerk, it's the same thing, and then we end up pressing overhead. So taking it from the floor, pull, tuck the elbow, and press overhead. Okay? Make sure the elbow stays nice and tight. We're not pulling directly from the floor. We're using our legs to generate power, tucking the elbow, and then pressing overhead. Again, this will allow you to use a little bit heavier of an equipment piece when we're doing these movements from the floor. But some of you may have dumbbells, that aren't quite heavy enough. This will be perfect for those. Okay, substitute a Kettlebell Clean and Jerk for a dumbbell snatch if you want the weight to be a little bit heavier, and that's totally fine. Okay, so again, we're pulling from the floor, tucking the elbow, punching it overhead. On the way down, make sure you retrace your steps. Here's the Kettlebell Snatch. Okay, notice that my thumb is forward and I'm generating momentum with my hips. So you can see the initial pull right now is into the body, not away from the body like a regular kettlebell swing. Okay, we're pulling it to the body as tightly as we can. So the momentum is in the hips. We swing the hips and pull the bell into the shoulder. Okay, to get it overhead, all you're doing is punching through it. Okay, and it's going to turn to the outside of your wrist. So we swing, pull into the body, and punch overhead. Okay, the harder you punch, the more easily it'll rest on the backside of your wrist. Okay, so a little bit of momentum like a kettlebell swing, pull and punch. Here it is from the side. Pull and punch. Pull and punch. Pull and punch. Okay, that's all we're doing. And with the other arm, same thing. Pull and punch. Dip, pull, punch. Dip, pull, punch. Just like a kettlebell swing, but with one arm, and we're keeping it a little bit tighter. Okay? Here's what it would look like with a kettlebell swing versus a snatch. Okay? Snatch is a lot more direct, whereas the kettlebell swing is way more out in front, as you'll see here. Okay? So we're keeping it